Lawmakers on Capitol Hill are at a standstill over raising the debt ceiling. Just 10 days remain before the U.S. could potentially default on its debts.
Yeah, the president and Speaker Kevin McCarthy agreed to meet in the Capitol tomorrow afternoon to keep talking about how to avoid a default. The debt ceiling is the cap placed on how much money the government can borrow.
CBS 8's Elizabeth Sanchez spoke with a financial expert here in San Diego about what this means for you and me.
This can affect Social Security checks, Medicare benefits, and military salaries. What happens is the price of a bond drops, its yield increases. This can affect the interest rate of mortgages and loans and credit cards. And all of this affects consumer confidence, which can lead to a recession.
When it comes to your money, no one likes to see the value of the dollar go down. But the Treasury Department estimates the federal government could run out of money, forcing a default by June 1st.
What we're seeing right now with the debt ceiling and what's happening or not happening in Congress, it's certainly alarming and certainly something that, I'm concerned about. We're all concerned about it, and for good reason.
David Krakauer is a financial advisor and is telling his clients to keep calm.
So the thing that I worry about the most is people getting emotional and scared and actually sabotaging their long-term plan.
Krakauer says that worry causes a trickle-down effect.
How it plays out with companies, that can lead to unemployment, that can lead to lower investment by companies into things that create jobs. One of the healthiest things for anyone to do, for your 80-year-old grandmother to do, is to make sure they have someone that they trust, that is knowledgeable in guiding them on making sure they have a financial plan that prepares for the unexpected.
Financial experts agree cash or liquidity and diversification is key to a good plan.
So when you're facing a situation where your government potentially is going to decide to just not pay their bills, arguably one of the things you want to pay attention to is making sure not all of your money is based in U.S. dollar denominated assets.
The weekend has been filled with stop-and-go negotiations for lawmakers. Republicans want a 13% cut in federal spending and more work requirements for entitlements.
The White House moved backwards, and I think the Bernie Sanders and the socialist wing of their party has had real effect on the president, especially with him being out of the country.
As the president left the G7 in Japan, he insisted he was willing to make cuts. Some Democrats want President Biden to use the 14th Amendment to raise the limit on the debt ceiling.
A last-minute deal still could lead to a recession. The U.S. Government Accountability Office says in 2011, when they went down to the wire, stock market dropped, borrowing rates went up, costing the country $1.3 billion. Elizabeth Sanchez, CBS 8.
And we will keep following that situation for you.